Bitcoin set a new all-time high and after that drop towards the downside here. We have some very important charts which will tell us if we need to worry about this move or we just can relax and open up new positions. But first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss a move in crypto once again. And please make sure to like those daily update videos and subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love those daily update videos. And please feel free to join my free Telegram group here. It's completely free and you will be never missing a big setup in the market once again here. And let's dive into the chart for now, because what we saw is we broke new all-time highs here, and after that we saw a forced correction towards the downside. And that is something I want to be pointing out here, because it's very important that if we break a all-time high here is that we can keep the price above old all-time highs. Because what we saw is we broke all-time highs, but the sell pressure was too high here, so people were taking profit. If we see those things, that will cause for a massive correction towards the downside, which we are currently seeing right now. And do we need to worry about this? No, of course not, because what we can see is we gained the new the old all-time high. We gained the level that brought us towards the new all-time high here, which is a really good sign. But we need to see a support getting in here on these support zones. I've drawn them for you. Currently, we are at some very important support, but I would love to see price get spiking towards the upside from here to see people are buying back into Bitcoin, not only taking profits as we saw here on the top. Also, PPI news came out and it was not as expected. So we saw a correction immediately into the crypto market. But do we need to worry on the higher time frame? No, of course not. With those very big movements in the market, just zoom out and we can see that we are currently having them in the market quite often. So we don't need to worry about this small move here. What I really want to be pointing out here, what we saw after we broke a high, we pushed towards the upside, came back exactly towards that high. That is something market structure needs to do to clear all the orders below it. And what we can see is we broke old highs here. We broke above it and we are currently retesting it perfectly, which is perfectly fine to do so, which is really good to see, because that means that every this piece of price action is getting filled here, and that's exactly what we will see here. And after the last time we saw that, we saw a pump of approximately 7%. So if we see that exactly the same right now, we will probably pump towards the 130K here. A really important thing to discuss here is that in the last 24 hours, $1 billion got wrecked here on crypto, and the most of them were on Ethereum, and also some other altcoins saw some big liquidations. And what does I say every single time? If everyone is laying in one direction in the market, we will move the other way around. And this is for me the sign that everyone was laying into buy opportunities, so longs. But we took them all out. Now people are looking for short opportunities. And then we lay around the other side of the direction here on the market, which is long. So it's pretty good to see that everyone is taken out of their longs. Because this is usually the start of the next move towards the long upside here, and that is what we want to be longing here, of course, into the market. Then some on-chain data on Bitcoin, which is pretty interesting to see, is that we, of course, hit a new all-time high, and at the same time, the Bitcoin reserves on the exchanges just dropped to their lowest point ever. And this is a really good sign, because the supply is drying and the demand is exploding pretty heavily here, which will in the end will lead to a supply shock, and that will cause for a massive price increasement here on Bitcoin. Then if you look at Ethereum, what we currently can see is we broke out of this range towards the upside, which was old resistance, and now we currently see some little drops towards the downside. This old resistance was literally resistance for a few yeah, almost a year here, more than a year, we broke out of it. If we see a drop towards the downside, which is likely and which we are currently seeing here, this is your last chance to buy your Ethereum for a price under the 4K. So please make sure to do so. If we drop here towards the downside, that is your chance to scoop up your Ethereum. So if we see a little cool down towards the downside, we don't need to panic. This is literally your chance. Be faithful to have those little pullbacks towards the downside, because that is exactly where the real money is made and where you want to anticipate on the market, not around all-time highs here. Then if we look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, we're currently heading towards a resistance point here. We saw a resistance point right over here, and we are currently rejecting from it. We are currently exactly at that point, and we really want to be seeing a price going above this, retest this, and then move further towards the upside. If we see so, Ethereum will gain much more strength against Bitcoin, and that is exactly where we want to be longing our Ethereum positions. And that was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss a move once again in crypto. Also, here you can join my free Telegram group, and please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video if you love those updates, and also here you can join my free Telegram group. I'm literally posting all my setups over there, and we are printing in that Telegram group, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily update video.